Hello, 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 beautiful human beings, beautiful queens and kings. Coming on live today to talk about how I used to be such a hot mess. I wanted to just come on and tell you a little bit about my story. And I know that I have already talked about this, but so many people are either discovering me or are coming into my world or stuff like that. So I decided that I was going to reiterate and re-speak about where I've been, what I've done, and where I am now and how I got there. So I was a hot mess. I was a hot mess. I started in insurance about 10 years ago as a commercial broker. I've never done homeowners or automobile insurance for personal lines. I started directly in commercial lines, and that's what my plan was, and I wanted to be a commercial broker. I went to school to go get the education that I needed in order to pass my exams. I passed the exams. I found a job. And I was doing all the things, working so much, putting so much pressure on myself, putting so much pressure on myself to perform, and so many things happening in my life that, and there was so many like boxes in my life. I had a very young child that I was taking care of as a single mother. And after that, I was working very much, a lot of hours. I was working a lot. I would work at the office all day from like 7:30 to 5. And then I'd get home, I'd feed my child, and then I would continue working because there was so much going on. I had a very, very big volume of clients. I had sales objectives that I had to attain. I had to prove myself. I wanted to prove myself to my bosses. And also what happened was that I was quite, when I got the job, I kind of like faked it until you make it, kind of. So I told them that I was going to be the best investment that they were going to do. So I put a lot of pressure on myself. What ended up happening a few years after that was that I completely broke down. My body decided to explode in hives. I had hives all over my body. I wasn't sleeping anymore. I was dealing with insomnia. I was stressed out of my mind. I was feeling the pressure of everything. There was reorganization in our office. I was actually the psychologist of the people that I was working with, so my team would always be there and asking me for support. And I've always been that strong person, the one that was always strong and that could help everyone. So a lot of people put their pressures, and a lot of people put their, like, everything that we were living as a team, they put everything on me. What happened was that my body eventually decided to break down and to tell me that this was enough, that I was overworking myself and this wasn't going to happen. So I eventually went to the doctors, and I got there and they told me that I was in full-blown depression, and I had panic attacks and anxiety, and I had no idea what those things were, but that's what was happening. I was living with all this stress, all these things. The hives were there. My skin was completely covered in huge blotches of red hives, and like, it was crazy. Like, you could actually see my blood pumping through my skin. It was like really, really red blotches, and these patches and rashes, they would appear, and you would really, really see my blood pumping. It would go like white, red, white, red, white, red, and then like 20 minutes after, it would disappear and it would go somewhere else on my body. So it was like living kind of thing. It was actually quite freaky. And okay, so at that moment I went to the doctors, and the doctor told me that I had to stop working, that I needed time to rest, I needed time to take care of myself, and I needed to learn to take care of myself, because this is something that I hadn't learned yet. And I was completely destroyed. I was destroyed. I had guilt. I had shame around this. I was feeling guilty of leaving my team and like leaving them with all these problems, and like the guilt, the shame, the everything, all these yucky feelings were in me. So anyways, I was put on sick leave for a couple of months. I went to therapy. I did the things. I hired mentors. I hired coaches. I went to get my help. I took my life into my own hands and decided that I was going to heal myself and make sure that this does not and will never happen to me again. Because the experience was so mind-blowing, I had my daughter, who was a small baby, who was a small child, that was depending on me because I was her only parent that was physically there all the time with her. She would see her dad once in a while, but I was the parent. I was the person, and I could not take that responsibility of just letting her down. So I had to take care of myself. And to take care of myself, I went, like I said, I hired coaches, I hired therapists, I went to therapy, I did all sorts of things. And it took me a couple of years I did go back. And I actually went, anyways, like my story of the work and everything, I went back, and then I went back, but I went back only part-time, and I took just mandates. And I also went to work with my family and in our family business and everything like that. And anyways, the things happened, but I've been on this healing journey for, I think it's about like 6 or 7 years. 6 or 7 years that I've been on this healing journey, and I've been a real hot mess and just trying to figure out everything and just trying to do all the things. And I learned that everything is in energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. And when you decide that you take control of your energy and you take control of your life, and it's not control like you're controlling your life, you actually leave space for life to surprise you and for life to play itself out. But you decide what you want. You choose what you want. You have the choice. You always have the choice. You always have the choice to choose what you accept. You have the choice to choose what you want in life. You have the choice to choose where you want to go, what you want to be, what you want to do. You have the choice to choose who you want in your entourage, who you want around you. You have the choice to either eat properly and eat healthy or eat junk food. You have the choice. You always have a choice. And I know that this might be triggering because a lot of people, when they listen to me, they say, yeah, but my situation, my circumstances, my things happen this way. I lived this incredibly terrifying experience. I lived this incredibly hard. I come from this background. I come from this type of family. I come from this type of demographic. I come from this country. I come from, etc., etc., etc. But it's all about the choice. You always have a choice. And I know that some people will tell me, yeah, but you don't have a choice on what happened to you when you were a kid. And you don't have a choice about like all of those things. But it's not true. You have a choice of your reaction. You have a choice of how you're going to react to it. You have a choice of how you're going to bounce back. You have a choice about how you're going to go get the therapy, go get the mentors, go get the coaches, go get the people to help you. You have a choice to get the talented advisors around you and to get those tools and to go get that toolbox. You have the choice to do that. And you're the only one who does in your life. Yes, circumstances happen. Yes, there's stuff that happens, and there's there's life events and circumstances and stuff, like people die, people, you can have an accident that has rendered you incapable of walking. You can have been a victim of sexual abuse. You can have been a victim of physical abuse. You can have been in a family that never validated you. You could live in a country that's communist. You can, there are 1,000 things that can happen in your life, and they happen to everyone. We're not so different. We all have our different experiences, but if you look into it, we're not that different. And you have the choice to change it, and you have the choice to turn it around. And what I did when I was sick and when I wasn't well and when my life was falling apart, what I did is I chose to go get the help. I chose to take that time to take care of myself. I chose to rebuild myself. I chose to get the support and the help and the support team around me, and to hire my coaches and to hire my mentors and to invest in myself and to invest in my self-care and to invest in my knowledge and to go get all of those tools. I invested money. I invested a shitload of money on myself. I took that choice. And when people tell me, yeah, but I don't have the money. No, you choose not to invest in that. You choose to not prioritize that. You don't not have the money, because if you had, and this is funny because one of my mentors was saying this, but if you, like, let's say you have a course and it's like you really feel called to do it. It's like $2,500, which is a lot of money. $2,500. Okay, fine. And you're like, oh, no, but I can't afford it. I don't have that money. But what if your car broke down? What if your car broke down and you needed your car to work and you needed your car to live? Would you invest the $2,500 in repairing your car? Yes, you would. You would find a way to find that money, and you find a way to invest in yourself and invest in your car so that your car could serve you. Well, it's the same thing with knowledge, and it's the same thing with coaching, and it's the same thing with mentoring, and it's the same thing with these programs, and it's the same thing with everything that I've invested. I've decided to invest. I have not been forced. I haven't been forced by anyone, but I've decided to invest in myself. I've decided to invest in my knowledge. I've decided to invest in this, and I've decided also to help other people on their journey. I've decided, as an insurance broker, as a person who's lived in this insurance industry for the past 10 years, I've decided that I want to help insurance brokers, insurance agents, and insurance people around the world. I want to help them get into that space. I want to help them avoid the burnout, prevent it. I want to give them the tools to prevent it. I want to coach them to become the queen and the king. I want to coach them to get to that place where they actually take the crown and they put it on their heads. They actually take the crown and they say, okay, I am ready. I want you to realize that everything is a choice. You have a choice in every single thing that happens in your life. You don't have a choice. You don't have control over the situation. You don't have control over the events, but you have control over, and you have a choice on how you will react and how you will act. You have a choice on that. And so, on this beautiful Saturday, it is very sunny outside. I will be going to take a walk or something like that with my family. So I am here this morning in my 31-day challenge live stream. I'm here to talk to you a bit about my story. I'm here to hopefully motivate you to take the choices towards what you truly want. But in order to take those aligned choices, you have to know what you want. What do you want? What do you want for 2025? What is it that you actually want? What's that thing that you decide? And it's not about resolutions, and it's not about commitments, and it's not about any of this. What is it that you're feeling called to do? What is it that you actually want for your life, for your own sake? And then, once you know what you want, and once you know what you desire, and it's not about the how. It's not about how you're going to get that. It's not about how you're going to do it. It's about choosing. It's about choosing that you are going to go get that thing, and that you are going to commit to doing that thing and to taking every single step towards what you truly desire. And if that is about choosing yourself, choosing to invest in yourself, choosing to surround yourselves with people, choosing to surround yourself with people that elevate you, choosing to take care of yourself in the morning, choosing to change the people around you, maybe. And it might be hard. I'm not saying any of this is easy. I'm just saying that it's possible. And that it all comes down to a choice. It all comes down to you choosing this. All comes down to that. So thank you very much. I will be back tomorrow with more, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. I'll see what I feel called to talk about. But if ever you are, you're not sure about how to start choosing, and about how to actually put everything that I've said on this live in actual action, stop overthinking it. First of all, as I've always said, stop overthinking, start doing, and ask questions. Ask questions. Ask me questions. Join my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group, the Insurance Alignment Queen Support Group. It's a new group. I just formed it, and we're about 30 people in there. And I'll be coming in on there also to give you more tips and stuff. Ask me questions. Comment below, and I'll answer you. DM me. Just ask. Just go get the knowledge. Go get the knowledge. Go get the lessons. Go get the information that you need. And start choosing. Start choosing to walk and to take the actions towards what you want. On this, I wish you a wonderful day. This is Saturday, and I want you guys to take a moment to reflect on yourselves and just to really ask yourselves what it is that you want. And then take a small step towards that and choose. Everything is your choice. How you react, how you deal, how you evolve, how you educate yourself, how you support yourself, everything is your own choice. Yours. You. You have the choice. You have the choice to prioritize yourself. On this, happy birthday. Have a beautiful day. And I don't know who's thinking of me. It must be someone whose birthday it is. But anyways, have a beautiful day. Love you guys very much. And see you tomorrow.